Ronan Conway, 15028518, and I want to talk you through the data visualization project. It relates to, well, the general domain is road traffic data, UK road traffic data, and we had, I looked at alcohol breath tests. It's mandatory for all road accidents in the UK, and then also um, other a completely different set of data associated with accidents and casualties and fatalities within the UK as well. So, and there's obviously more detail in the report which you'd be getting familiar with. But if I just jump over here and look at the I want to go to the OR example, because the first set of data I decided, just in terms of the sets of data, the blood alcohol, that I'd like to use OR in terms of graphically and for transformation here. Not going to go into too much here in terms of the OR, but you can sort of see that I picked out categories, or if you like, created these categories associated with the blood alcohol limits based on unknown thresholds for what was deemed to be drunk. But I was conscious of maybe looking at marginal, just close to being drunk, and then like effectively zero or no alcohol, um, and just to sort of see, was there anything where did we have a lot of almost sober margin. But really, actually, when one looked at the data, the drunk one is the one that's very significant, and you can actually just see here that that's a rendering, a stack chart with an R using a cube plot there. And I did it within this whole script here. I did a whole lot of sort of tests in there of dealing with, and so within the report you'll see that most of the reporting out was done. The R1 was done for the breath alcohol test. Uh, the Tableau one was very effective for the other set of data, the accident data, because the schema is fairly well put together, uh, well enough documented, and pretty solid. You know, from what I found, quite good data integrity. And in particular, like essentially these are like three tables. There is a relationship associated with the accident index, and Tableau was quite good. Which you might give it an assist. It was quite good and intelligent in in if you like building on those relations. So in other words, what you're seeing here is the effect of it being able to interrogate what you might call three relational tables. And whilst there might seem a lot going on here, the one thing I find is it jumps out at me. I've got a legend that readily tells me what we're dealing with here. We've got the numbers of fatalities over the against age groups, and the one that's prominent there is 26 to 35 is where the greatest number of fatalities. But the thing that caught my eye really here was individually within an age group, the biggest sort of casualty type right across the board is cars associated with people over 75, and so that lent itself to looking, drilling through separately, just a particular using, if you like, the circle type of representation. Now this is a wee bit like, visually it gives you sort of jumps out at you. Oh gosh, in terms of over 75s, in terms of fatalities, it's primarily associated with cars. But what caught my eye with this here, and which is quite an effective aspect of it, is that if you, let's say you were to drill through, you sort of see there pedestrians, that's four fatalities associated with pedestrians, and they're literally people over 75 were killed. But if you drill through here, and similarly for cyclists, but if I drill through on pedestrians there, if I just sorry drill through on it here very quickly, and I look here at the underlying data associated with that, when I look at the pedestrians there, what it's really saying here is the actual the 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 driver in this instance here is over 75, and the actual casualty what happened to be a pedestrian as well. Um, sorry, the casualty was over 75 and obviously a different person. So if we then just look over here at another example here, this is nearly like possibly more effective, like as if you were trying to sort of see a trend and it's done against time here, and you get the numbers called out. Probably maybe more like something like sales or whatever like that, or stock price. Not really so much, apart from the fact, and okay, make it a bit bigger there. It's showing you a bit of a surge there in around Christmas. Was it seasonal type of affair there? But I think possibly something that's a wee bit better in that regard is the line one here. Now, again, a lot going on, but when you're getting comfortable with the data, you can sort of see these sort of things. Well, right at the top there, jumping out at you, cars greatest number of ones, and again there you see it saying it going up really quite sharply at the end of the year. Really, we don't have enough data to turn around. You nearly need to look at other years or whatever like that. But again, you see some other things going down in the summer, maybe good weather. Motorcyclists, maybe in terms of the recreational thing, higher fatalities right bang in the middle of summer. Now, and the other one that I just wanted to sort of finish off with. I find this very effective here. This one is again within the data there we had geo data, longitude and latitude data, and this is done for all. It effectively nearly gives you sort of hotspots associated with those ones. This is the London area, and it gives you sort of breakdown on fatalities. And so that means, like, if from a cyclist point of view, you might be able to get to sort of an area where there's a problem area where there's more than, where where people are getting killed. Maybe could be road signs or looking into it. And what is again, I think, is a good aspect of Tableau, if you like, almost that end user sense, is the fact that you can drill through on data and get some pointers to what has happened in terms of, in this instance there, you have a fatality associated with a cyclist there, and in that case there, the casualty, you've got the age group of the casualty there, and then one of the persons, it was a car, and the other one was uh, the you can actually get the age of the driver. So in other words, sorry, I'm incorrect here. The cyclist was 57 and the driver was 57. Now that's, sorry, I'm drilling through too much. That's very much in the realm of detail. But I just felt myself Tableau in that sense was quite good, if you like, in a presenting data in a top level way, catching your eye or whatever like that, giving you the, but it afforded a quite a good deal of drill through as well, and in that sense a an interactive or dynamic feature to it. Thank you for your time. Just stop it.